homes and buying, different things. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly what he's doing. So, I mean, I haven't seen him in quite some time.
Saying like that, people's getting money, man. Things change. I don't care whether it's your father, mother, whoever.
100 million. If he's burning through 5, 6, 7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities.
Members of Floyd Mayweather's family have reacted following his reported $42 million setback. His father revealed that what started as a basic discussion about a car quickly escalated into a tense dispute, ultimately causing a major rift between them. He reflected on the situation by saying that money can change people, sharing his frustration over how success and fortune impacted their bond.
We had, at one time, we was coming up, we have never had an argument in our life, me and him. Then we had an argument on what was the name of it? HBO. We was on HBO. Then another time we argued over by the car. I'm saying, man, what is all this about now? I'm just saying, and we never had no argument. All of a sudden, I don't know. I'm just telling you, man. It is what it is. Sometimes, when people it ain't about me training or anything like that. People's getting money, man. Things change. I don't care whether it's your father, mother, whoever. Father, mother, brother, sister, name it. If sometimes when people get money.
Jeff Mayweather has also shared his thoughts, saying he's unsure about the path Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been following recently. He explained that Floyd's latest moves, purchasing different properties and shifting from one business venture to another, don't appear to connect to any clear long-term direction, leaving him questioning the bigger plan behind it all. Jeff went on to describe Floyd's life after retirement as inconsistent and, at times, difficult to understand. What he finds most confusing is a mixed message. Despite stepping away from professional boxing, Floyd continues to return for exhibition bouts. To Jeff, that doesn't reflect someone who has truly closed that chapter. Instead, it gives the impression that Floyd is still drawn to the attention, and especially the financial rewards that come with being in the ring.
I did. I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily see Floyd very much, so we don't really get a chance to talk very much. And so I don't really know what's going on. I know he's doing things that, to better his life, like, buying homes and buying, different things. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly what he's doing. So, I mean, I haven't seen him in quite some time. And I haven't heard about him talking about doing any more exhibitions.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. once made a striking and debated comment, stating, "If legal bank robbery existed, I'd be the best at it." At the time, it captured the intense confidence and bold personality he displayed at the height of his career, when each fight brought in enormous multi-million-dollar paydays. Back then, it came across as typical Mayweather, complete belief in his power to succeed both in and out of the ring. However, when viewed now, that same remark can feel less like pure confidence and more like a glimpse into how he approached money and risk. What once sounded like a strong boast now prompts questions about whether that level of self-belief may have led him toward increasingly aggressive financial choices, with that confidence possibly overshadowing the long-term impact of those decisions.
A quick heist. I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. At the end of the day, I'm the smart one. Because I don't care if you write good about me, you write bad about me, just keep writing about me.
A former business partner of Floyd Mayweather Jr. has made a notable claim about the way he manages finances, even during the most successful phase of his career. According to this individual, Floyd was allegedly spending money more quickly than he was bringing it in, even at a time when his earnings were at their highest. They further explained that no matter how large his income appeared, his outgoing expenses consistently exceeded it, leading to an ongoing financial gap. In addition, He was said to have overlooked key responsibilities such as taxes, regular payments, and other financial commitments. The former associate suggested that this approach made it extremely difficult to sustain wealth over time. Eventually, instead of simply slowing, the money began to diminish rapidly, reportedly draining away due to uncontrolled spending patterns.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes. We say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
A fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got 10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out, like whatever the tab is. You know, he should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it. Some different countries be wanting different things. Think about it. How many times have, you know, we've been involved with something and we go, nah, man, we just throw some paper at it. And I'm talking back in the days when we was doing our little 1-2s.
Correct.
And nah, they don't want to drop the case. You'd be like, I'll put the money up for the lawyer. I'll put the money up for the bail. They don't want to drop it, and you find yourself 9-10 months later sitting there like, oh shit, this is getting real. So I think that's the problem he going through. I think it may be getting real.
Wow, that's crazy, man. And you would figure his big homie Al Heyman would rectify it.
Al's a powerhouse. Al's that dude. Al should be able to rectify anything. He's a Harvard lawyer.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long projected the image of being entirely self-made, taking full control of every move in his career. He oversees his own negotiations, signs off on his own deals, and functions without relying on higher authority. That independence was a key factor in his success inside the ring, where control and confidence shaped his dominance. However, that same approach hasn't always translated smoothly into his financial life. In business, it's common for professionals to depend on experienced advisors, accountants, and managers to prevent costly errors and support long-term stability. Critics argue that Floyd's tendency to manage everything on his own may have exposed him to greater financial risks and a lack of structure planning. While his self-belief helped build his legacy in boxing, some believe it has also played a role in the difficulties he's faced when it comes to preserving and managing his wealth outside the sport.
Floyd Mayweather, after the Aaron Chambers fight, went to Monaco and put 11 million on black. 50 million on black.
Everyone earns their own money. You do what you want with your money. Right? But to an extent, I don't respect it because you're someone that's in such a seat of influence. Especially when like we were younger, we used to look up to Floyd. And what's he teaching the guys coming up? Well, spunk your money on
casino,
dumb shit. Work so hard to get it, and then throw it away in the casino. Like, come on, man.
That's the thing. It's like that lifestyle. Floyd is not. Why do you think he come back doing exhibitions and that, bro?
Sure.
Probably, I don't think Floyd. Don't get me wrong.
I think his level of broke is our level of rich.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has built a reputation for eye-catching appearances and dramatic entrances designed to capture worldwide attention. One of the most memorable examples came when he made an entrance in Mexico atop a military-style tank, a moment that highlighted his sense of spectacle and showmanship. However, some critics believe that this ongoing desire to stay in the spotlight carries financial consequences. Staging such elaborate displays often involves heavy spending on moments that don't provide long-term monetary benefits. What was once seen by many as simple entertainment is now viewed differently by some observers. They argue it could point to a deeper drive to maintain an oversized public image, even if the reality behind it no longer fully matches that level of extravagance. Gervonta Davis, who was once closely mentored by Floyd Mayweather Jr., made one of the more concerning claims. He alleged that during a visit to Dubai, Floyd was confronted over outstanding payments tied to luxury jewelry purchases. If true, this account presents a contrast to the image Floyd has consistently shown to the public. It raises a possibility that sustaining such a high-end lifestyle may not be as seamless as it appears. For someone long seen as untouchable both inside and outside the ring, reports like this introduce a different perspective. one suggesting that financial strain could be building, and that even the most carefully crafted public persona may not fully conceal what's happening behind the scenes.
I'm speechless if this is true, but Floyd Mayweather is supposedly held hostage in Dubai. Vontae Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. Then Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
Yo, them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And you old people in Saudi Arabia.
And Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like 2 years ago, said that Floyd is actually broke. And it low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
Reports linked to Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial habits point to a repeated trend involving high-end spending alongside delayed or contested payments. Based on claims from individuals involved in business dealings in Dubai, some partners and suppliers reportedly began to lose confidence after multiple instances where payments were not completed within the expected time frame. According to critics, a lifestyle centered around credit, public image, and short-term exposure can carry significant long-term risks. While it may look stable from the outside, it often relies on steady cash flow and strong relationships with those involved. Over time, even substantial wealth can become fragile if financial obligations are not properly managed, as no amount of success can fully shield against the impact of unresolved payments and ineffective money management.
The Tank's come out with a bit of a mad statement, and he said that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them, or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. And whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried screwing the wrong people. But let me know what you guys think to this. Do you think that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai? Or do you think this is just Tank Davis stirring up some stuff? Let me know in the comments. As always, like, favourite, save a share, all appreciated. Please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Peace out.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also faced remarks suggesting he finds it difficult to accept the idea of other fighters eventually surpassing what he accomplished. From a competitive standpoint, that mindset isn't uncommon at the highest level, where maintaining dominance often depends on strong confidence and a belief in staying ahead of everyone else. However, some observers feel that in Floyd's situation, it may reflect something more complex, specifically a reluctance to fully step away from the spotlight. They suggest he continues to keep himself closely involved in boxing discussions, as though the possibility of being replaced is something he resists. According to critics, this outlook can have its downsides. Rather than allowing the next generation to fully take control and define the sport's future, it may create tension around his ongoing presence and influence. Over time, they argue, this desire to remain relevant could shape how his legacy is remembered, not as a clear departure the peak, but as a career that never completely let go.
Mayweather set you up against Pedraza. Did he really think Pedraza was going to beat you? Later.
He didn't know how good I was and how I would like handle the situation, so he just threw me out there. He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt. He was just bad. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight? Finna be there. That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
You next in line. Just so you next in line.
Is there like a
And last question, guys.
is there like a love hate for Floyd though? Like
Yeah,
the fighter?
yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And he cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this, I'm that, and
thank you very much. I will see you at 5:30.
it just I don't know.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has frequently spoken about the massive earnings from his fights, with claims that some bouts generated hundreds of millions for him. However, certain reports have challenged those figures, suggesting that the actual payouts in some instances may have been noticeably lower than what was publicly shared. According to these accounts, earnings from particular fights could have been closer to tens of millions rather than the much larger amounts often mentioned. Critics argue that presenting higher numbers, whether done deliberately or as part of personal branding, helps reinforce the image of financial dominance. At the same time, it brings up questions about how much of that wealth reflects confirmed reality versus carefully shaped perception, highlighting the difference that can exist between public image and documented financial details.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has also been the subject of ongoing discussion regarding how carefully his financial activities are reviewed by tax authorities. Meanwhile, commentator Joe Rogan has mentioned that certain money-related behaviors, particularly irregular reporting or incomplete record-keeping, can quickly draw attention from the IRS. Regardless of how extravagant or high-profile someone's lifestyle may seem, tax agencies are not influenced by fame or public image. Their focus remains strictly on documentation, filings, and whether everything aligns with legal requirements. Based on these conversations, even small missteps in handling federal responsibilities can escalate into major legal or financial issues. It serves as a reminder that at the highest levels of wealth, scrutiny from authorities is not about popularity. It's about precision, transparency, and staying fully compliant.